As the 2023 election approaches, the hunt for Nigeria's presidency is on, and in the ruling All Progressives Congress, it is not different. Ahead of the party's presidential primaries, various aspirants are emerging, but the lingering issue of zoning still remains. Party leaders from the southern part of the country are calling for the presidential ticket to be zoned to the south, a request that has been a topic of debate and controversy within the leadership of the party. Now, southeastern leaders have decried what they refer to as marginalization and are asking the APC leadership to respect their request for a presidential candidate of Southeast extraction. Now, what will the party do as the primaries are set to hold next month? Now, will this lead to another internal crisis within the ruling party? Is the Southeast caucus strong enough to be able to withstand all other presidential aspirants that are coming daily from different parts of the country? Well, for more on this, let's bring in Barrister Steve Asimobi, who is a former special advisor on electoral matters to the Imo state government, and he is also a chieftain of the All Progressives Congress in the Southeast. I mean, he's served 3 state governors right from the days of Achike Odenwa, Ohakim, and Rochas Okorocha. So you are in the thick of things, I mean, and the quest for the southeastern presidency, especially in the APC, is just there. I mean, a lot of persons have said that the Southeast deserves a presidential ticket both in the PDP and APC. But as we are talking about all of this, we've seen Vice President Yemi Osinbajo declaring. What does this mean for your aspiration to get a presidential candidate from the Southeast in the APC?
Well, what we are asking for is not a Southeastern president of Nigeria. We're asking for a Nigerian president of Southeast extraction from the Southeast. And of course, Nigeria has laws guiding it, and as man evolves, we develop systems and templates that will make the country to work better. And that's why we have an agency, a commission called Federal Character Commission. If you followed the trend of events, we're not going to be begging, we're not begging about this. We're only saying that Nigerians should do, as a project, should do what is right. If you look at the first 8 positions in this country, as it stands today, the president of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari, the plum job, #1 position in this country, he's from the northwest. We have from the vice president is from Southeast, Osinbajo. We have Southwest, Osinbajo, the vice president. The speaker of the Senate president is from the northeast. The speaker of the House of Representatives is from the southwestern part of this country. The Chief Justice of Nigeria is from the northeastern part of this country. #5. #6 position in this country, key position out of the 8, is Deputy Senate President Ovie Emuagege from South is there. If you look at the Deputy Speaker, he's from the North Central. And of course, #8 is the almighty position of National Chairman of the party. And he's from North Central. APC we just finished a national convention the other day. And there is a policy in Nigeria, unwritten law, that if the national chairman of a party comes from the northern part of this country, for instance, the president must automatically be a Southerner. That's why you can see from 1999, Obasanjo was...
Yeah, well, this is the latest election. I mean, we're already heading towards 2023.
Fantastic. Now, what we're saying is that for fairness and equity, certain things must happen. It's where everybody's keeping quiet. We know the obvious. Look at the security architecture of this country. NSA is from the northeast, the police inspector general is from the northeast, the chief of army staff is northwest, the Air Force chief of air staff is south, yes. The SSS director is northwest, the NIA director DG is north central, and CDS is south. Beyond all that, let's look at Nigeria from 1999 till date. President Olusegun Obasanjo, southwest. His vice president, Atiku Abubakar, from the northwest, or northeast, or northwest. Northeast. After Obasanjo came Yar'Adua from the same northwest. And we have his vice president, Jonathan from South. After him, Jonathan became president South. Took a Namadi Sambo from northwest. And after him came a Buhari, our president. We thought they would have also corrected that imbalance. Well, we present Buhari as the president.
You have actually made some point, but no one gives you political power. You go and get it. Now, if the Southeast did not vote for the APC, why would the APC, give opposition to the Southeast in the first eight?
Can I say this to you? You know, most of you who are in this field, please, I think you need to do a little bit of investigative journalism. Obasanjo became president of this country. He failed in his polling booth. He failed in his ward. In the entire Southwest, they preferred Olufalaye, and they voted against PDP in 1999. So do not say that, yes, Southeast region.
But Obasanjo became president.
Yes, without the Southwest.
Yes,
because
he eventually became president and he represented the Southwest.
So that is why we're saying that at this point in our national history, in view of the situation Nigeria finds itself today, if you have a situation, we are in a very precarious situation. See, insecurity here, people talking about, people angry because of nepotism, people angry because of a lot of insurgency left.
Yeah, but you're a member of the ruling or Progressive Congress, yes. And you were saying that the party has tried to make some measures in one way or the other to ameliorating. Look at the last convention.
They have started.
The deputy national chairman South went to the Southeast, and that's why you have Chief Emma Enioku as the deputy national chairman.
No, listen. Don't, my brother, don't water down this. We're not talking about the national party.
But it's from party positions that you start until government.
I agree with you. Let me agree with you to an extent. So are you saying now that because the national chairman of APC and PDP have come out from the northern part of this country, then the presidency, you want to concede it to me that the presidency should come to southern part of Nigeria?
Well, the questions are there, and a lot of Nigerians are actually saying that the APC has shown some willingness to zone its presidential ticket to the south. That's why the national chairman is coming from the north central. Now, what is the Southeast Caucus of the APC doing to ensure that it's not left behind in getting that APC presidential ticket?
Well, you know that I'm sure that a lot of negotiations are going on. The issue, in quotes, before now is, if you don't come out, nobody will see you. Do you understand? If you don't come out, nobody will see you. And thank God today, there are a lot of Southeasterners that are in the forefront. People like Senator Rochas, Okorocha, the Umahi, Dave Umahi, and if you go to PDP, see the Peter Obis. So you cannot, you see even an impulse and him. You can see an avalanche of Southeasterners coming out now for this plum position. And I'm sure that with their rich pedigree, nobody will say we don't have people who are qualified to run.
Are you reaching out to other parts of the country?
Excuse me, before you go into that, the question, most of us, we should not also, because I see a lot of newspaper reports, I see a lot of analysis by newspapers and some media houses. They are now beginning to tell us who they think best suits us to become the president from Southeast extraction. And I quite disagree with them. I think where we should be now is Nigeria is faced with mega problems of insecurity, out of school children, and so many other things. The issue of even wealth creation. The question is, how can we, who is that man? What are the qualities we need? We should, at this point in our national history, we saw American election, should be talking about what is the quality of that man? Because
so who is the person, among all the Southeast aspirants now, who is the person that you would root for to be able to solve this problem? And must the person come from the Southeast?
No, excuse me. Let me say this. The question is, we're saying since after the Civil War, we want Southeasterners to be integrated in. Now, if you go to everywhere in this country, see Igbos living everywhere. They are the most nationalistic Nigerians today because they live everywhere amongst our people.
And that's why I'm asking, who would you back for presidency?
Before we go to that, before we go to that route, so that you don't think before we go to that route,
very quickly,
the qualities. What is the kind of person? I want somebody who is a wealth creator. I want somebody, even from the southeast or anywhere in Nigeria, from the southeast principally, who in the past has created wealth. We have seen presidents emerge from this country with as former school teachers or former teachers in one polytechnic or the other, or former military people. Nigeria has a major economic challenge, and we want somebody who has multiplied money before. A wealth creator.
And who is that person? Because I mean, a lot of Nigerians are interested in knowing who that person is. Because we don't have enough time.
Listen,
in less than 60 seconds.
Just give me time. I want somebody, we want at this point in time, a president that will manage trillions of naira. Do you understand? We don't want a president who does not, who has not cognitive experience in handling.
Now, do you think Oshibanjo's declaration today has affected the chances of the Southeast?
Excuse me, I was telling you about the qualities of the man we want. From there, we can talk about Oshibanjo.
Very quickly, because we don't have time.
Yes,
left
now, the second is we need a unifier. We need a presidential candidate even from the Southeast that has a face in the North. 3, we want somebody who, well, of course, it's out of school children issue has led to a lot of breeding ground for insurgents and terrorism and all the rest of them. We need somebody who has impacted and who has shown that he can impact and touch that area.
All right.
And if you ask me, I'll tell you. See, at least if you ask me, one man has that quality amongst all of them. Senator Rochas Okorocha.
Oh, very interesting.
Yes,
indeed.
Senator Okorocha. He has built schools. He has built schools in almost from Sokoto to Zaria.
I mean, it took you lots of time to actually say this, but unfortunately, I don't have the time right now for you to. Yeah, I mean, you don't have a lot of time right now because I just have to call off this program now. But we'll bring you some other time to tell us more about his qualities. Although you kept hiding your preferred aspirant, presidential aspirant for long, but we must thank you so much.
Thank you.
Steve Asimobi, who is a former special advisor on electoral matters to the Imo State government. Thank you for enlightening us on the sort of president we need ahead of the 2023 election. Well, that's how it's been for this edition of The Horizon. If you do join us again tomorrow, from me here and the entire team in Abuja, thank you for watching. I'm Son Masani.